All right, so we are live. I'm with Todd Wood from Armed Forces.press, and enjoying a nice stogie there. I see you get your whiskey, and is that Whiskey and War Stories? Is that a Horse Soldier bourbon?
Yeah, I think that's your sponsor, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. They're. I want them to be a sponsor. They've been helping me, but they haven't been sponsoring me yet. So
Gotcha.
they've been actually helping me along. I met them back in Florida at Round County Parachute Team. Back in March, I met some of the guys running the organization. I met a few of them before, but we started talking and setting up doing this, and they're wanting to work with us in the future. They have to get through with some of their marketing team, and their marketing team has to, or social media team, I should say, their social media team, they have contracted out, and they're wanting to upgrade because they're not happy.
Well, they've got great whiskey, and I love the distillery, but their T-shirts are awesome, man. I get so many questions or so many comments on this T-shirt. Guys come up to me like, "Man, where'd you get that?"
You see, I wore that one. I wore that one a couple of days ago when I did an interview with a guy. But today's Friday, so I'm wearing my red shirt.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I'm repping the Round County Parachute Team today.
Cool.
Which I do on the hat almost all the time. That's about the only hats I wear are theirs. But yeah, no, I do. Horse Soldier is one of our. They're like a partner. They're not a sponsor.
Gotcha.
Grill Your Ass Off Seasonings. He actually is a sponsor. Well, they call it an affiliate, but he sends me all the seasonings I need, and I don't have to. We're collaborating. I'm sending them videos and stuff, so that way they can work it in their marketing and stuff. So it's a partnership / sponsorship.
Cool.
Eventually, it'll become where it's actually revenue, but yeah.
I love your show. Yeah. My buddy, my partner, actually, Brent Beecham. He's your cousin, right? Is that correct?
He is.
Brent is, he's a classmate of mine from the academy, and he helped get some of our sites started, and he's been helping over the years. And so he said, "Oh, man, you got to look at my cousin's show." And I'm like, wow, that's right up the alley for Armed Forces Press. So it's a great combination.
Yeah, man. Well, I appreciate it. And I've been actually enjoying, I've been getting some of the updates from the website. It's actually like, I like that better because I'm following like Newsmax and stuff on Facebook and stuff. And everything I get a notification from for Newsmax is like 3 or 4 days old.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it just hits my thing, and it's like something from 6 days ago, and I'm like, I don't want to know about 6 days ago. I want to know what's happening on right now.
Yeah, man. So I'll just tell you quickly about AFP and our parent web CDM. We're global. We have 13 digital properties. Armed Forces Press is one of them. Everything feeds into CDM.press, which is our global site, from Eastern Europe to the Middle East to all over the U.S. to Asia. And yeah, you're right. We break things early. It's one of our calling cards. So we have people in the field, and we try to get stuff out, and that's credible. A lot of people put stuff out, but we don't put anything out that's not, we don't think, credible. Sometimes we're wrong, and we'll admit it. And but we're good at finding out stuff. Put it that way.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. I've been checking the site out. I've been really enjoying what I've been reading. And I hope you've been enjoying the intros and stuff where we've been adding it in.
Yeah, no, it's great. I appreciate it. And, you're right. I was in the military for a while, and then in media, I wrote for the Washington Times. I was one of their national security guys. And I would see the military press, and it was all either driven by defense contractors or this narrative that, they want to push on DEI or whatever. And I'm like, man, this is just garbage. The guys in the field, they don't want this. So we try to actually tell the truth, what's happening in the military. And we got a great staff. I mean, the people that write for us, from 3-star generals all the way down to, grunts in the field. So it's, we're trying to, if you want to actually know what's going on or have a voice, if you want to send us an article or something about what's happening that you don't think is right, or something you think is great, you know, we're happy to put it out there. We just want to be for the common soldier and airman, Marine in the field, you know?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, it's one of those things. It's like I was in the Army, and you see stuff from the Army Times all the time, and it's like it's got its own slant to it.
Yeah, put it that way. Yeah,
because they're not going to post a ton of stuff that's going to make the Army look bad.
exactly.
And, unless they have to, you know, like, I don't know, say the what was it, the commander from the ROTC commander who was caught with putting cameras in girls' dressing rooms. Yeah. The Army Times didn't even hardly say anything. It was like a little blurb on it. It was like a little thing, like they had to. They put as little as possible.
Yeah, we do a lot of video work too. You know, we have several podcasts. We do sit reps on the different conflicts: Ukraine, Middle East, Pacific. We do. We have a war story show, which is real popular. I just interviewed Vic Renza today. Was in the Battle of 9 Days in May in Vietnam. Got shot twice in the back. I mean, you know, just real stories from the guys in the field, and that's become real popular.
Oh yeah.
But we have your show on, which is getting a lot of views. You know, we want to grow that, but it's a good fit.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it because it's helping me get some more exposure on different platforms.
Sure.
Because, you know, it starts out with your sphere of influence, and then eventually it starts working its way out as, you know, somebody takes it to their sphere and moves it out.
Exactly. So
yeah.
Love the cooking too, man. I got my wife's like, I want to watch that. So
absolutely. And so what I like to do is I love to feed people, you know, and one of the cool things is the guy from Grill Your Ass Off and I have the same philosophy. It's like, you know, food brings everybody together.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's one of the best things in the world, you know, especially have good food. You sit down, you enjoy a meal, you feel good. There, you know, not many things can go wrong in that situation. You know, the weather could be sucky, the conditions could be sucky, but if that food's good and you're with your buddies, man, that means everything.
Totally. Yeah, no, food is important. It does, especially if it's good food and unique food, which yours is. So that's what I like. It's different, and you know, everybody grills, but everybody's got their own way of doing it. And I always like to pick up stuff because I'm no expert in grilling, that's for sure.
Well, I'm still learning. I'm not an expert by any means. I've just been doing it all my life. So I've had, well, I started when I was probably 10, 11 with the Scouts. So I've been doing it 30 years.
So you had those Dutch ovens in the fire too, huh?
Oh yeah. Oh, no. So one of my videos is my Brunswick stew. I'm using my Dutch ovens, and then one of the videos I did was burrito tacos. I used one of my Dutch ovens for that as well. And then when I'm down in Florida, I use my Dutch ovens to make cobblers and all kinds of stuff. Yeah. So yeah, I'll be. I'm supposed to go down to Tampa in November to a organization called Women in Defense, and they're having a fundraiser down there. Barbecue brews and boots, brews and barbecue or something like that. And it's going to be on November 7th down in Tampa. And I'll be feeding a crowd down there for a fundraiser for them. So I've starting to get into that more because I do have a nonprofit with this. My ultimate goal is to get into teaching barbecue and outdoor cooking to veterans for PTSD treatment. Well, just teaching them how to do it, just something else to do, because not everybody knows how to do it, or somebody might want to come learn. And just trying to, one of the reasons why I want to show people cooking outside on the videos and stuff is, one, to teach them, and two, there's like little things that you don't see on the video, like how to manage the fire in the box, different kinds of grills you can use, what kind of wood to use, what kind of charcoal to use, all that kind of stuff. How to prepare your meat properly all the time, or how to store it, how to, you know, I try to show all that stuff, but you can't show everything.
Well, if you ever have an event where you want it live streamed or whatever, we can do that and put it out over AFP. I mean, just to kind of you know, roll the ball down the hill a little bit. So
there you go. All right, cool. Well, so you did serve in the military. You said you went to the Air Force Academy with my cousin. So, and
Yeah.
I kind of read your bio a little bit while I was waiting on you to log in. And so you were a helicopter pilot?
Yeah. So I went to the Air Force Academy. I wanted to go to flight school, and then I think my junior year, I got a ride in a Black Hawk, and 10 foot over the treetops at 150 knots, just like, wow, man, this is cool. So I decided to go to helicopter training, and I actually had a senior officer at the academy say, I didn't spend $500,000 on you to fly a helicopter. But I was like, well, I still want to do it because I didn't think I wanted a long-term career, but I wanted to kind of make an impact, and I thought maybe this would do it, be what I was looking for. So I went to UHT, undergraduate helicopter school at Fort Rucker in Alabama with the Army, and then had a follow-on training at Kirkland Air Force Base in H-3s, which were the Jolly Green Giants, and then got sent to Alaska flying combat rescue. So I did that for 3 years. Deployed all over Asia, because we would support the CSAR units in the Philippines or Korea or Japan or wherever. So, and Alaska was a fantastic place to fly. I mean, it was just the final frontier, man. I mean, no people, lots of animals, severe weather. I had some pretty intense rescues up there I can tell you about if you want to hear a good story. But, and then I left. I wanted to do something. I wanted to go into SOF, special ops. So I went to MH-53 Pablo School in Kirkland Air Force Base for about a year plus. And then got assigned to the 20th Special Operations Squadron in Florida, Hurlburt Field near Eglin. And, we were Air Force, but we really worked for the Army because at the time, the Army Aviation hadn't taken over the whole SOF mission yet, Task Force 160, although we flew with them a lot. So we were the kind of the long-range airlift for SEAL Team 6 and Delta and any other customers we would have. So, yeah, I was all over the world for 3 years doing that, and then made a lot of great relationships. And that's a young man's game, so I decided to move on and left when I was 29 and in 1994. So that was my career.
Yeah, well, the Pavlo, man. And so, and the Army's helicopter school is a pretty good school. And
that was the funnest. That was a blast. I mean, I got to tell you, flying the UH-1 to Huey, it's like a sports car. I mean, and all these old training aircraft had